What is going on, NPA fans? My name is Dubious and I'd like to welcome you to a brand new series here on the NPA channel called the Heat Pack. In this series, I'll be your host as we take a look at some of the hottest and most effective sets brought by the coaches every week of this NPA season. Now, for those of you who may have been subscribed to this channel for previous seasons, you will know that there was a series called Heat of the Week that was run by Midnight Zero, and that's actually what this series is loosely based on. Unfortunately, Midnight had to step down this season for personal reasons. We do wish him all the best, and we want to take a moment just to thank him for all his work in previous seasons as well. So with all that said, here's how this series is going to work. Every single week we're going to take a look at some of the hottest sets brought by coaches in the previous week of battles, and we're also going to take a look at some of the mons that ended up putting in a killer amount of work in that week, because it's important to acknowledge when a Pokemon has a fantastic matchup and overall a great performance as well. Of course, be aware that the sets shown in these videos are just a sample of what you'll be able to see in the battles themselves, so make sure you check out each and every battle every week as well to get a better understanding of why the coaches ran those particular sets. And with all the formalities out of the way, let's just jump right into it. Now, you guys may notice that we actually just wrapped up week number 2 of the NPA season, which means that there was no Heat Pack for week number 1, and to make that up to you guys, we're going to start this series off with a bang. We're going to take a look at some hot sets from both weeks 1 and 2 just to get everyone caught up. So with that said, let's start by taking a look at week number 1. First up, we have Galactic Elliot and his Chicago Cub Chews, packing a fearsome Mega Garchomp set, as you guys can see here. 4 coverage moves, max attack, Jolly Nature, enough speed to outspeed Leo's team while Sticky Webs are up on the field, and that's exactly what Elliot goes to do in this game. He gets his Sticky Webs up mid-game, and then Mega Garchomp just goes to work. This Pokemon put in 6 kills on the Durham Druddigons, contributing to the 6-0 victory that Elliot picked up over Leo and the Durham Druddigons. Mega Garchomp, of course, with that outstanding performance in week 1, definitely deserves some recognition here. Congratulations to Elliot and his Mega Garchomp in week number 1. However, if you didn't think that Garchomp set was hot enough, check out this Keldeo set brought by Cressel Key, being the very best that she can be in this week 1 matchup versus Data Dave and the Atlanta Arcanines, as she brings an absolutely incredible Swords Dance Z-Bounce Keldeo set. This set is designed to lure in Data Dave's Mega Venusaur and nuke it with a Supersonic Sky Stripe, and Cress executes it to perfection, setting up a Swords Dance on the turn that Venusaur switches in, and then one-shotting the Venusaur with the powerful Z move next turn. Amazing prep from Cress, and definitely worthy of the hottest set in week number 1. Moving on to week number 2, it was clear that the coaches saw the performances from Cress and Elliot in week 1 and were determined to bring some clutch heat of their own. So starting off, we've got the Choice Specs and his Orlando Magikarps packing a special Jirachi set here with Doom Desire. Doom Desire is a pretty unconventional option on Jirachi in the first place, but Specs uses it well in the battle. With max special attack and a modest nature, he's getting the most damage output out of that 140 base power stab move that's exclusive to Jirachi, and he uses it well first to put Papa C's Swampert into KO range, and then later on in the battle he uses it to absolutely decimate his Tornadus T, taking it out from about 75%. Well done to Specs, and nice job with the Doom Desire Jirachi. Next up, we have 2 incredibly strong performances. The first from Vivid and his South Texas Sableyes with a Mega Alakazam set that picks up 5 kills en route to a victory over the Montreal 2 Canadiens. Great job by Vivid to identify a strong matchup for Mega Alakazam in this game, using it well to grab a big 4-0 win. And to follow that up, we have another huge performance, like I said, Mega Latios of the Rochester Rhydons and Coach Iron Boffin. It too picking up 5 kills, allowing the Rhydons to beat the Maryland Torterrapins. Next up, we have a couple of sets that coaches brought that sadly didn't really get to be shown off. They didn't hit the field, but we will show them here just so you guys can see the intent of bringing these sets from the coaches respectively. We'll start by taking a look at this really creative Zangoose set brought by Redathon and the Nashville Predators. Normally seen as an offensive wall breaker, Zangoose instead has been tailored here by Redathon to counter a potential setup Celesteela that could be brought by Crimson Seabad and the Detroit Type Nulls. While this set didn't hit the field, it was still an innovative way to check one of the best mons in the format, as long as hazards aren't on the field. Endeavor and Quick Attack, great way to check potentially huge threat that could sweep Redithan's team. He does a good job here of bringing a creative set to potentially check that. We've also got this crazy Cinccino set, again brought by the Choice Specs and his Orlando Magikarp. Dude was full of heat this week with Z Laser Focus. Not sure if you guys know what this does, but this basically guarantees, Laser Focus guarantees that the next attack used will be a critical hit, and the Z effect boosts Cinccino's attack by 1 stage. Imagine a Z Laser Focus into a Tail Slap from Skill Link Cinccino. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing we didn't see this set, because that is a beatdown waiting to happen. Nice job, Specs. Excellent use of creativity right there. Finally, we'll close off with a great Golurk set here, possibly my favorite set of this past week, brought by Sin and the Cedar Rapids Thunderous. As you can see, Sin has brought a Golurk set that aims to set up and punch some holes in Lindomar's Straw Hat Swamperts, and that's exactly what he does this week. He executes the Z move to perfection to remove the opposing Mew and pave the way to victory. As everyone knows, Mew is a mon that has unending potential in Draft League format, the ability to run almost any kind of set due to its widespread move pool. Sin recognizes this as a threat and necessarily packs the Z move that is able to remove Mew from the game. Even better, Lindomar seemed intent on trying to do the same thing to the Golurk with his Infestation Mew, which gave Sin the perfect opportunity to unleash the never-ending nightmare and knock out Mew, ultimately, like I said, paving his way to victory. Well guys, that should do it for the first edition of the NPA Heat Pack. If you enjoyed seeing all these heat sets from week number 2 and from week number 1, be sure to leave a like on the video. And if you think there was a set that should have been mentioned here that I missed, or if you've got any thoughts at all on the series, leave a comment down below to let me know. As well, make sure you subscribe to the NPA channel for all kinds of analyst material as we move through this season of the NPA. Until next week, this is Dubious signing off, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.